starting it off heavy. We starting this off heavy. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified. I'm back in the game. But if I'm back in the game, I'm gonna need to see the numbers that we was with. So we gonna be uploading plenty bunch of shorts. I got my chat up in the corner. Sorry, up in the corner. I got my chat. Everybody chilling. What up, YouTube? Over the past 24 hours, there was an AstroTurfed campaign by Asmongold, XQC, Yee, Ethan Klein, and the rest to claim that Hassan shock collars his dog. Now, look, I am going to leave that where it is because the truth has already come out. I'm here to discuss how we got here. What I noticed over the last 8 hours or so are the exact things, or I should say, the one exact thing I never ever wanted to happen while the internet was in such a, we're live streaming, we're sharing each other's opinions, we're sharing our own, we're creating content, constantly putting ourselves under the pressure and weight of what a live stream is, a broadcast. What I noticed immediately is the source of where all of this drama was surfacing from. And I said to myself, these are one of these situations where it's like you're gonna have to say something because these people just do not quit. And when they do not quit, you end up in this paradigm, for lack of a better term. If you don't answer the responses, you're cooked. If you answer the responses, they move the goalposts and you're cooked. And if you agree with these people, you're cooked because they're lying. No matter which path you take, once it enters the ethos, once it hits the mainstream, Philip DeFranco covered this. Once it hits a point where people are actually like prying in to figure out the truth, it makes me ask the question, why are we having these conversations if we know that the source of these claims is just bullshitters? You're seeing a bunch of anonymous Catboy accounts, a bunch of anonymous anime profile pic accounts doing the same thing they always do. We claim that Twitter is 80% bots, yet real people like the Vanguard will fall for obvious propaganda, obvious scandalous lies, obvious libel, obvious bullshit based on personal feelings, based on I hate Hassan living, based on preconceived notions about what other people share and why would they lie. And I see a bunch of these responses early on, and now I'm already seeing people backtracking. He showed the collar on stream and people are backtracking, and my thought still continues to be, why did you believe it in the first place? Because now we've hit a point where, why the fuck do you even, for me personally, I don't care. I'm 32, I have a job, I have a hobby, I have friends, I have a family, surprisingly, that loves me, I have a partner that loves me, I'm battle rapping in 2 weeks. But I did say there's going to come a time, there's going to come a point where people are just going to be able to say whatever and you have to address it because the ecosphere is loud. And that loud ecosphere is crazy to me. Because why stop there? Once you address their claims, they've proven that they can get a small group of people to start rallying up and just make up whatever they want. Which goes in line with what I've covered on this stream before. I guess I should start uploading some YouTube segments of like the random shit I be covering throughout the day because I feel like y'all miss me. But like, we're talking about something that's not real, and now I'm engaging with people who either think it's real, think I should care about it even though it's not real, it could be, or just straight up flat out believe the hyperbole of whatever Yeet posts. Like, this is another Yeet banger. Another AstroTurf campaign against one person. You don't find it odd that, like, in the midst of the government wanting to label everybody Antifa, you don't find it weird that they would decide, yo, we should get some more eyes on Hassan again. Hopefully something bad happens to him. And, like, your preconceived notions about who he is and what he does, why do you care? Why do you care? More importantly, why do you care enough to publicly come out and say, this doesn't look good? Man, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a bad look for the left. This is kind of a bad look for Hassan. It's like, now I have to engage with you either to say, why do you believe something that's fake, which puts into question your judgment and character, or why on earth do you give a shit about something that comes from a place that you have soundly rejected in the past? It makes it sound like we are literally waiting for people's true colors to be revealed just by throwing them a little bait. Remember the meme? Bait used to be believable? Well, I guess now it is. I guess now it is. And what's funny is that no matter how much you tell people, look, I'm not mad at you. I'm not angry at you. I don't dislike you as a person. I'm telling you that there's a flaw in your character design that made you so easily not only believe what you saw on the internet, but to then go outwards out of your way to start typing paragraphs and sentences to people you've never met to either defend or keep the accusational fire hot. And then when you say that, people look at you crazy. People look at you crazy like, yo, why are you not caring about the situation? Because if I give into the framework of the situation happening, which was proven, unfortunately, not to be the situation, somebody gonna have to backtrack in this conversation. If I was with you in real life and we was chatting it up, we was yapping, we was yatting, I pass you the blunt, you take a puff, and you're like, yo, bro, did you know Hassan? Did you know Hassan abuses his dog? If I say nah, you're gonna be like, here's the proof, which I'm gonna have to reiterate again, was proven to be false. And now either I say I can't believe you fell for that, and you're gonna be like, haha, yeah, I'm mad dumb, whatever. But I'm gonna think the next time, what if somebody says some shit about me? Aren't we friends? Are you going to jump to the conclusion of believing them before? And then I say, well, then do that with your friends. Just make shit up about them. People ever make shit up about you and you be like, I don't like what a hater's opinion is, but yet you have this kernel inside your head that says, not only am I the center of attention, but even if I'm wrong, I'm right because it's just my opinion. Okay, then why stop there? They won't stop there. This ends when Hassan is AI deepfaked R-wording a girl. It's gonna happen. Just brace yourselves for it. And you set the stage. Every single participant sets the stage. What did me and Globus used to tell people when they stream all the time? You only got 12 viewers? Imagine 12 niggas in your house right now. Not doing Nathan. Not doing Nathan, but watching whatever the fuck it is you're doing on your computer. You'd find that pretty astonishing, right? Okay, what if 200 people all just believe a lie and tell everybody that the lie is real? We were just trolling, bro. It was just a joke, bro. It's very funny how you reply to this situation knowing that if it were real, you'd just be out here looking like an idiot. See, I don't like reading comprehension, listening comprehension, all time lows. All time lows. You can't extrapolate meaning, you can't infer meaning, you can't gather proper conclusions. None of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. Now everybody gets to throw their hat in the ring, and the obfuscation will just get wider. Oh, why are you mad at somebody because they were concerned about an animal? What are you, a fucking freak? And now we've given up the pretense altogether, and I'm stuck. I decided to jump in the conversation. I'm stuck now. All because of clout. People gonna cover it just like I'm covering it for the numbers. He talking about Hassan? He talking about the dog thing? I wonder if he got proof that the dog thing is real. And it's like, that. What am I supposed to do? What is anybody supposed to do? Let's just make shit up about each other. Fuck it. Fuck kayfabe. Let's live in an alternate reality where I could just accuse anyone of anything first, get a bunch of my fans to be like, look, that person sucks. Whatever we say about them, good. And it's over. But we want to live in a world that's not cancel culture filled, right? That was the goal with that. We were trying to do something along those lines. Like, I have to prove to you about something you made up about me, which, yet again, and I'm talking specifically to one of my chatters here, Mythics. Yet again, ironically, this is the situation that I've been complaining about when it comes to certain other streamers just making shit up about me. Because they're angry at the way I talk to them, or they're angry about the way I covered something of theirs, or the way I did this or did that, and apparently I use auto-tune in all my streams, and no one can find the evidence of anything this person is saying, but as long as you hate that person, everything is valid on the internet, because why would somebody sit there and type that shit? We are high schoolers. This should have been a You Peaked in High School fucking episode, but I got it go deeper, and it's funny because You Peaked in High School Part 7, I finished the writing for it, and it touches on this. It touches on the lie engine, and how if the government doing it, if we're all falling into fascism, everybody all starts to fall into this pattern of everything's fucked, so I gotta believe there's still good in the world, and people are fighting for good in the world, and if I see something that I dislike, I'm automatically gonna dislike it because I don't got time to look into it further. So when you sit up on a perch and you look at these people and you look at these conversations, you start asking yourself, what made you feel that way? A dog? And we're talking about a dog. I have a dog and they've been through hell. I've seen it before. And it's like, you don't feel that parasociability like affecting you in your daily life? Because you on Twitter right now. You on Instagram right now. You not doing something IRL, you on your phone. You on your PC. You not making nothing. You spending time doing this. So if the lie economy can attack anyone at any time, who are you to say that your opinion matters in the case when I can just make shit up about you? I know you not talking. Miss 3 miscarriages. Miss 7 baby daddies. There's a VTuber that I'm going to go over later on this stream. And that VTuber posted a 1,000-page Google document to prove that they were not the abuser in a situation. They were part of a group of people who are all pieces of shit. 1,000 pages. Sickos read it and said all of this is saying, yeah, you did those things, but it's not that bad. Why are they mad about it? Am I alone in this world? Am I alone in this world? Because I'm looking at it from a stage point of, why are y'all talking about it? You see who's saying this shit. You look at the accounts that are saying this shit. It's pretty obvious. You don't find it weird that in the years that he's had this dog and other dog, nobody brought this shit up until 24 hours ago? Now I gotta reveal my dog's collar to silence the masses of people who can't read past a 5th grade level? But AI is the problem, right? Right, Globus? Right, everybody? AI the problem. AI gonna teach you that you can't believe what you see. I thought AI was the problem. I thought we had to watch out for AI to trick us. No. All you need to do is dislike someone just enough that it reminds you of a high school bully. Boom! It's over. It's over. Because everybody has a hive mind on this. That's why I continuously call my community at any given stage or time. I'm talking about you. You people. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm putting marks on my goddamn camera just to make a point. I'm talking about you. I want to make you think because I can trust, or at least I hope I can trust, that there's something within you that says, I want to be better. I want to be stronger. I want to be smarter. I want to be more efficient. I want to have empathy that extends beyond the borders of what I'm normally comfortable with. I want to be like, yeah, I see you a Nazi. I still think you deserve health care. Now, how we get you that health care could be a nice big wallop on the back of the head with a baseball bat, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my Nazi scalps. But until we reach that point, why do you care? Why do any of us care? Is this what we have to talk about to the point where we're going to believe the slop and then what? My bad, bro. I didn't mean to post that. I had just seen it and I had thought about it immediately and it's like, damn, doggy, I shouldn't have. That doesn't matter. You amplified it and the people are still now moving the goalposts. It's from he uses a shot collar to he shouldn't sit Kaya in a corner for hours to even if it is vibrations, why use it? To if I heard my dog yelp, I would immediately go and look. Why didn't he go check on them? Why is he a millionaire? How are you a millionaire and you spoil your dog and you complaining about how spoiled your dog is? Why you got a dog then? You know how many niggas you know right now that be throwing their dogs against the wall, my nigga? At least if you're going to have this opinion, at least let it come from a place that is genuine. That's all I'm asking for. I saw that too. There's a tape theory now. We're on tape gate. He taped the back of it so we couldn't see. He did this so we couldn't see. Vet came in the chat. Vet's been talking all over the place. Yo, a shot collar doesn't work on dogs like that. Their fur is too thick. It wouldn't work. It don't fucking matter. Why is he using anything with any type of vibration? You don't care. It's manufactured. Literally drop it. Just look. Take the information you've gained today about Hassan's fucking dog and pull it out of your brain and put it in a ball. Now take the ball and just blick. It never happened. Because that's how they're going to treat it. It never happened. Just because we couldn't get you on this one doesn't mean we'll get you on the next one. But they did get y'all on this one. And then I watch people's true natures pop out. Just like you do. I see the posts of people who believed that Charlie Kirk was just a man of freedom and religion and he spoke his mind and he's MLK. A man of faith should never be gunned down like that. All that conversation gone. I thought I kept better company. You yourself are not better company. If we can all fall for the easiest of manufactured drama, then what the fuck are you doing as a broadcaster? What the fuck are you doing in social settings? Your mind's that malleable? I'm pretty sure I'm talking to adults here. I'm pretty sure most of the people I'm talking to are over the age of 18. You know, I'm going to make a shot in the dark. I'm going to assume that kids and kiddos are all in one place watching one thing. I'm talking to people who are at least 22 years old. Step the game up. You cannot get away with this in a college setting. You cannot make claims and just have it go to the wayside. Now I gotta prove that the claims you made are false. I was chilling. I was in the crib. I was chill. And then they put the truck in my house. I'll end it like this. Look at his face. Look at their faces. They know what they're doing. Look at his fucking... Ah! That was a Traw Rags reference for anybody who didn't get that. I'm not editing any of this because I barely took any breaks between talking. So you're just going to get this full upload. If you're here at the end of the YouTube video, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell to stay notified. And let me know in the comments, what would you like me to cover as far as it concerns the social fabric of how stupid people are. And as always, they gotta free my niggas.